Good morning, Raptors. Miss King here. I know there are lots of things going on in your life right now, but I would like to tell you about a really cool opportunity to learn some new things, to express yourself, and to possibly gain some bragging rights by becoming somewhat internet famous, which is always nice. This is a contest that's being hosted by NASA, and it's called the Scientist for a Day Essay Contest. Before you tune me out because I just said the word essay, let me tell you why this is really cool. So the universe is big, right? Like really big. But there are worlds in our local neighborhood of the solar system that we know practically nothing about. 3 of these worlds are Ariel, Oberon, and Titania, and these are all 3 moons of the planet Uranus. The only time we ever got a look at these moons was in January of 1986. We kind of flew by with the Voyager 2 spacecraft. We got a brief look at them, but we still know very little about these worlds. So your job as an investigator of this, if you choose to explore this opportunity, is to see what do we know so far and then make a proposal for which of these 3 worlds we should return to in order to learn more. Side note, for all my theater people out there, if the names Ariel, Oberon, and Titania sound familiar to you, these are all characters from Shakespeare. Ariel is from The Tempest, Oberon and Titania are the king and queen of the fairies from A Midsummer Night's Dream. So, theater folks, this is for you as well. Not just for space nerds. We know very little about these moons because we have only seen them from one side. If we take a look at Ariel, here's a 3D view of the moon. Okay, we have kind of a picture of it, but then we have this weird blank spot. This is not what it really looks like. Voyager 2 flew by and saw only one side of this moon, so this is left blank because maybe someone needs to make a really good argument for us to go back and see what is on the other side of this world. Similarly, here's the moon Oberon. Here's our giant space of the unknown on one side of it. Pretty much all we know about this world is that it has at least one mountain rising off the surface, a fairly large mountain, and it's made of about half rock and half ice. And that's pretty much the list. That's basically all we know about this world. And here's Titania, the largest moon of Uranus. What we know about this is that we see some evidence of tectonic activity. We see some rifts, we see some valleys, and we also see some reflective, shiny patches that might represent frost. We don't really know. We only flew by one time in the 80s. So once again, blank space of the unknown here for you to fill in with your imagination. Should you decide to take advantage of this opportunity, here are some questions to consider as you are participating in this contest. 1. Which of these 3 moons inspires you to explore further? What excites you about what we've learned so far? It's not much, but we know some things. And then what do you hope we will find if we return to these places? Here's the thing about this essay contest. It has a word limit of 300 words. Some of you use more than 300 words to tell me what you watched over the weekend or what you ate for breakfast. 300 words is nothing. Oh, and I mentioned those bragging rights. Should you be selected as one of the winners of this essay contest, you get your face and name on the NASA website. Trust me, it's very cool, and you will want to tell everyone if your face is on the NASA website. Look, obviously I think space is cool. I know lots of you think space is cool. We all know that you're cool. We want to see your face on the NASA website so we can brag about you too. If you're interested in this, feel free to reach out to me. I would be so happy to talk to you about the moons of Uranus. You can also go to the Scientist for a Day website. By the way, my amazing engineering students, this is hosted by the Radioisotope Power Systems website. So if you want to learn any more about the technical details of the Voyager 2 spacecraft, you can totally geek out in an engineering sense as well. The contest deadline is February 12th, so you don't have a ton of time, but This is like a lunchtime worth of writing for some of you. Let me know if this is the sort of thing you're interested in. Thank you so much for your time today. Have an awesome day.
Thank you, Miss King, for showing us how to enter this awesome contest. To get started, why don't we each take a couple moments to think about which moon seems the most interesting to us, and post it in the chat now. Once again, thank you, Miss King, for showing us how to enter this seriously awesome contest. For those of you that are interested in applying, do so quick, because the deadline is soon approaching. Have a wonderful day, everyone. We've got this, GVR.